Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Dice, Drinks, and Drama. I am your DM this evening, John Heath Clark, and why don't we meet the rest of our fabulous cast, going clockwise from me.
Sara.
I imagine that's me. No, Sarah. Okay.
I'm gonna be honest. I can't. There's no screen yet.
So, Sarah, why don't we start with you, and then I'll introduce people, and then you can introduce yourself. How about that?
You got it. Heck yeah. Okay, hi y'all. My name is Sara Detrik. I play Sam Mirani, a half-orc paladin, Oath of Glory, and I belong to the god of victory and underdogs, Iroas. My mission can be summed up in 2 words: gains. Thank you.
Awesome. All right, that brings us to Walker and Summer.
Hi guys, my name is Devren Bryant. I play Walker in Summer, a tabaxi swashbuckler rogue, who is also the captain of the Garbage Pail. His captain name is Captain Blackpaw, the Bootylicious, and he is captain to now 11 ogres and the rest of this motley crew. And he is pledged to the god Phoenix.
Lies and deceit is Phoenix's bailiwick. All right, you guys can see yourselves. Let's keep going clockwise.
Yeah, hey guys, it's me, Carter Scott Horton. I play a fun little stout halfling named Finnegan Berry Bramble. I'm back from vacation, which means he's done talking to his red dragon friendo, and learning all the ways of his like distant cousins, because my great grandfather definitely didn't sleep with a dragon, but Finnegan's did.
I'm glad that's clear. Let's keep going.
Hi, I'm Victoria Priano, and I play Guinevere Groveheart, that is in deep shit with the party right now, but not in their own mind. In their own mind, they are okay. Ethics versus morals.
Cool.
Let's keep going.
Yep.
Skimmermore.
Hi, I'm Zëk Stewart, and I play Skimmerhorn, or Skimmerbor, because I've been turned into a pig. We're currently on this sort of island, this Grecian island, to try to find my wife and one of our former crewmates who died, and his soul is being held by the god of death here. And I am worshipping Afera, the god of the city. Mm-hmm.
Great. All right. Last time we began searching the Isle of Poison for secrets that would allow the crew to cross over the River of Memory and enter the underworld. Guin discovered the first of the secrets, the secret of transformation, which allows them to turn people to stone and to turn people back. However, in order to earn this, Guin had to do something a little gnarly. Pharika decided she needed a blood sacrifice from Guin, and Guin murdered one of Skim's crewmates in order to pay that price. Chad MD, the ogre, died in his sleep. Nobody quite knows why, but Sam, the chosen of Iroas, has some suspicions. We're going to pull into our first scene, which I believe we wanted to begin with Sam having a one-on-one conversation with Guin. Is that correct?
Yeah, I'm down if you're down, Guin.
Great.
Yes.
So, I think the scene is, it's the evening. Everybody else is long resting, preparing to finish exploring the island to find the secret of Panacea. It's night. There's little continual flames on the bow of the ship, keeping everything lit. And just Guin and Sam are on deck.
So, what's up?
To be perfectly frank, realize I don't know you very well.
Correct.
Correct. Have you ever been out at sea, Guin? Before this?
Well, that's No, not necessarily. I've been out to Long Abysmal Lake. I've been out to almost ocean in the middle, almost sea. It's a little tighter in the Underdark,
Right.
and a lot less dense. You're more scared of things above water than below water.
I can't imagine
So,
that.
Yes.
Yeah, I've lived up here all my life. Never lived underground. Seems different.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk to you, and I want you to know I'm not the one in charge here. I don't really have any real power. I wanted to talk to you because I saw what you did in the temple, and to be perfectly honest, I know our ogre Chad did die in his sleep, but I want you to be straight up with me. And I'll be a straight shooter with you. And I'm not gonna attack you or do nothing. That would be crazy. You're my teammate. I just want to know where you're coming from. Did you do something?
So, right when we met the aforementioned party members, the ogres, there was a lot of speculation as to whether or not we should eat them. And then recently they got names. So I was like, I don't know. It kind of seems like there's a level here that I'm not touching at, and I'll fully admit to the stone thing. I'll go use my new powers of good on him. I have no problem doing that. I will say though, my choice back there was totally influenced by everything I'd heard from you guys. I haven't been up here for more than 50 years. I know that's a short period of time for a lot of people in our parties, but like, it's different down there. Like, if you show a sense of hierarchy when it comes to that sort of things, I just took the marching orders of that, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm from a different kind of culture, but those are hard decisions to make.
Absolutely, especially now for me. Like, before, a lot easier. It would just be like, stab the thing, and then the thing would be stabbed. But now it's like I am developing slightly more, I guess, I don't want to say friendships, given the amount of anxiety I have around interacting with most of you, but I'm definitely feeling more comfortable. And I haven't really had access to that kind of thing in a really long time. So I'm glad that you're, well, one, didn't immediately threaten me when we were one-on-one, but two, just told me that you understood it was a hard decision even after I immediately made it.
It is not simple to be in the thrall of the gods. It is not a simple thing. And I think that it is not a simple thing when we are in the thrall of anyone, family, a team that's maybe taking the dirty way out. It's hard. And I want you to know you don't have to be alone when you make choices like that. I don't know how alone you were, and maybe you're more comfortable doing that, but
it was definitely informed more by the fallout than it was anything else. I really wanted to appease my new situation in a way that would be good for us in the long run. Yeah, sure, Pharika, poison, everything's dead, bunch of snakes, but it's also what can we use in an offensive way that comes from that? And maybe a few casualties might stop a few more casualties along the way. I was thinking more about the we than whatever else is around here, because we're new to this place. I can't really account for anything here. I just can account for what I know.
that's tough. That's all tough. You are very smart. You are much smarter than I am. I'll tell you that. You don't have to also speak so formally to me. It's okay. You can slouch a little bit. You're like a little rod right now.
Yeah, I want to show you as much respect as I can, given how much of this area you've grown up in, and I know that you're kind of, I don't mean to establish another hierarchy, but the boss in regard to leading us in parts of here. Although Walker is technically,
The boss. But
Yes, but
yeah, Captain wins. But if I may, I don't want to presume to tell you what to do. That's not what it's about. I don't really understand hierarchy very well, but I do understand teamwork and teams. And you're incredibly smart. One of the smartest people I've probably ever met. Just talking to you right now, I'm like blown away. That's crazy. And you have a mind unlike anything I've ever seen. But everyone's got their role on this team, and it's not about who's up and who's down. A team is like a family. And I know I don't know you very well, but the people I dedicate my time to, they matter to me. And
that also
go ahead.
That also makes me want to tell you something else about when I was telling you guys the choices.
Yeah.
I think we should definitely go with the option that isn't curing, because it's not necessarily curing. I have my own reasons for wanting to have like something close to a pandemic in my pocket. And I said it was curing maybe to sway you guys a bit more towards it and motivate you to think, oh, we're going to help things out rather than just helping me out, resolving an issue I have. And just like, I feel like since the relationship's so young, it might not have worked in my favor if I was honest about that. Mm-hmm. And if you haven't really noticed, I'm not the most confident because I overanalyze a lot.
And Sam kind of leans against the bow of the deck and is just kind of gonna fiddle with one of the maybe like points. I feel like they're detachable points on the javelin, so she can sharpen them, and just kind of like turns it over in her hand just to have something to do. And just kind of turns and looks over at you. That's hard. It's hard to judge when you want something real bad. And sometimes we make choices to get what we think is the best choice, and might end up being the best choice, but unless we all do this together, and I know it's a lot, you don't know us very well, but trust us to want what's best for you and what will make you happy and make you a better player, we're gonna listen. You have so much sway on this team, and you are important.
I don't want, I guess I misrepresented myself in a little bit. I just don't want to control everything. And I'm so used to that the whole team thing has been a little lopsided, because of what you're saying. Like, it's because I'm trying to be calmer, and you guys are just so happy and informative in regard to that. And I hope that I used to be really confrontational. I appreciate what you're saying. I really do. Thanks.
Is it okay if I put my hand on your back? I don't want to touch you without your permission.
Okay. So Guin just goes in and gives Sam a hug, but it's a very, very weak hug.
Sam is gonna bear hug the crap out of Guin, lift them up a little bit, and give him a good shake. Sam can tell when someone needs a really good hug.
Yeah, Guin definitely needed a hug.
And I'm gonna slowly put Guin down. If you ever need to figure something out and just talk, you talk real nice. Always happy to hear you talk.
I'll definitely give it a shot. And thanks again. I think that I'm gonna go take care of what did you guys name the one that I actually turned to stone at the temple?
We did not name him. We simply discovered that his name is Chad, a doctor who probably
Jazz is the one that Guin is referring to.
Oh, I thought you meant Chad, who you killed. Yes.
Oh no, I'm aware of who I killed.
Yeah, Jazz is very important on the Frisbee team, and if you ever want to come up and give me some tips on some strategy, we would love to have you up with the team.
So perhaps I killed the wrong orc in this situation.
Sam is like holding back. You shouldn't have killed any orcs. Deep down, Sam is trying so hard to be empathetic.
Sam, make a wisdom saving throw. We're going to see if Guin sees it.
Okay.
Try to hold yourself together.
Woo! Hold myself together. Okay, that wasn't terrible. I'm not great at wisdom, though. Yeet. Oh, baby. That's a 15. Not terrible, but you're probably wiser.
You manage to hide that feeling.
Yeah, it's not helpful right now.
Yeah. Go on.
Yeah. Next time before you kill a Frisbee player, or really anyone who's on the ship, just because it impacts the mechanics, I think I can... Oh! And it sounds like it has a light bulb moment. If you need to kill someone again, you should talk to us first so we can talk the hierarchy out together.
That sounds like a good idea, although it kind of conflates my understanding of functional hierarchy to some degree. But I will give it a shot.
It's progress.
Okay.
Okay. We made progress today.
As Sam goes to leave, you hear the hissing of Pharika in your ear, Guin. And Pharika says, "You are the chosen of the god of secrets, and you are sharing them. A secret can be kept by one, and sometimes two. Sorry, that's my thumb. But never more. Make her promise. Make her promise not to reveal this."
I'm already like, hey, Walker. No.
I'm not gonna lie, that sounds like toxic monogamy, but okay.
Friendship.
I promise.
It's literally toxic. So,
Only you, babe.
1, 2, 3.
that is your choice whether to request that of Sam or not, but you might receive displeasure from Pharika if you do not follow her whims.
Oh, I absolutely will.
Great. So grab her before she leaves.
Some, I know you put a lot into this, but like, is there a possibility that you could kind of just keep this between us? Like, I will ask you guys for help, but like, I don't want anyone to know that it's a lot of personal information that I'm not ready for everyone else to know yet.
I'm not gonna tell anybody about your past or anything, but I do think you need to tell people about Chad, and I'll have your back. Absolutely have your back. But I think it needs to come from you, not me. So I'll support you until then, but you gotta promise me in return you'll do it. Not about your past. Your past is your past. So that's everybody's divine right, you know? I'm a paladin. But well, this can be an ongoing conversation. For now I'm not gonna say anything. But we'll keep talking about this.
I know it's a lot to ask, and I want you to think about it. We don't have to set the parameters now, but maybe talk about it a few days from now or something.
Yeah, let's table this. Put this on the playbook. Come back to it later. Tweak some of the moves, and we got ourselves a solid touchdown.
All right. Sounds good. I need to go back to figuring out ways to unpetrify Flash.
All right. I need to take a nap. This has been a lot of emotion. Good night.
So, Finn and Zariga. Oh, first of all, I wanted to say I think that this calls for some bolstering. I think you guys both worked through some major stuff for yourselves. You're both going to get 5 temporary hit points based on your growing resolve and your feelings of peace. Yeah? Then we go... So Finn hung out on the boat last time. Finn doesn't even necessarily know what happened. He's been hanging out with Zor, the which is short for Zariga Shrift, which is your teenage red dragon buddy. What do you think they've been doing?
Oh, I don't have to speak in my character voice when I'm describing what's happening. We were flying. Finn just wants to fly. All the time.
God.
He's got a dragon friend. They're flying. And then they're also like shooting the shit and they're like getting to know each other. Maybe his dragon buddy's got a crush and he wants to like help him manage that. I don't know. But they become fast friends. He immediately becomes all of Finn's the boys.
The boys!
The boys. And they crack open
Lads.
the longest cold one.
Great. Zor has a crush. Now this is canon. DM loading. There's this well, since we're talking, you're flying, by the way, and he's just sort of like turning his head and talking back to you, flying over the ocean. I haven't seen a lot of other dragons, but when I was being driven away from the eastern continent,
Oh yeah, tell me about it.
there was this silver dragon.
Oh!
Dragon love.
He kind of tried to freeze me to death, but I couldn't help but notice how handsome he was and how long his wings were, just like really big wingspan. And
you're more of a wing than a tail dragon.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
For what they say about them, they fly faster. And I just, there's no way a noble, heroic dragon like that could. And also, he's out of my league. I mean, literally, I'm a young adult, and he's at least an adult. And I just don't, that's a couple hundred, maybe 1,000 years difference.
Hey, well, all right, okay. So you're like, y'all are practically immortal. So age ain't no thing. You're thinking for yourself. You're feeling for yourself. You do what you want, all right? And if what you want is an older silver fox sea dragon, then you go for it. Who's in your way besides you?
What if I still want to be, crazy and evil and have a horde? They're all organized and heroism and good. Like, we're just from two different worlds.
Well, okay, so I get that, and that's, you can only get this answer for yourself, but, and I mean this as a compliment, you don't strike me as the typical red dragon.
Well, sure, but I mean, maybe I will be when I grow up. I'm probably just going through a phase,
And that could be true, but at the same time, you being so different, so unique is what makes you so beautiful, and it's probably what's gonna get this other dragon. Did you catch his name?
I
saw him a little bit.
Didn't. I just know where he is. He's
so you don't know his name, but you know where his horde is.
Well, I was looking for a place to stay, and I walked into his cave, and then he tried to freeze me to death.
All right, but like, did he really try, or was it like a little cat and mouse kind of thing?
Make an insight check.
Man,
make an insight check.
That is terrible. I rolled a 6, and my intelligence is 6, but it's insights, which is wisdom.
Yeah.
So that's a 6, because I have a 0.
Circular.
I don't know a thing.
Maybe, look, there's the thing. Right. You know how there's, you're a hero adventurer type, and they have a history of, murdering dragons. So I'm kind of worried if you know his name and where he is, you'll, lead a horde of heroes to murder him and steal his loot.
Whoa. All right. First off, now, I feel like you're really judging me based off of a stereotype of the type of person that I am. But, like, here's the thing. You're the only dragon I've ever encountered. I've met you twice now, and both times all we've done is have lovely conversations. And I'm pretty sure I've helped you through a lot of emotional trauma. Both.
I mean, I did almost burn you to death.
Well, that was on you, wasn't it? So if anybody's playing into stereotypes, it's the dragon in the room.
He hangs his big head as he flies.
Hey, man, I don't mean to put you down. I'm just saying you're judging. You're putting a whole lot of preconceptions on this, all right? So do you want my word? I will give you my word.
I don't need your word. I was foolish.
No, it's okay. It's okay. You know, we all sort of have these moments where we sort of jump to conclusions, and that's fine. That happens. I'm just letting you know that maybe you shouldn't have.
All right. The name I heard is, he said, by the wrath of Andrakius, before he tried to freeze me to death. Yes! So I think his name is Andrakius.
Does he have a last name?
Which is, of course, in honor of Sarah's Andrake Cooper reference.
He's a silver fox, baby.
Yeah, exactly. Andrakius. It seems like Beautiful. A fine name for a dragon.
Andrakius. All right. Okay, that's fierce. That's strong. I like that for you, man.
He waves one of his claws. I know.
All right. Well, don't get too hot because you're already kind of on fire. So. Okay. So here's. Yeah. No, I was just gonna say I think that you should. What it sounds like to me is the only reason you're really approaching this Andrakius is twofold. One, he may or may not have tried to kill you, but more importantly, you've sort of put some blocks in your way, and you think that you have to be a type of person or a type of dragon in order to attract him. And I say you should be yourself, because if you're yourself and you are the type of dragon that he would be attracted to, that's great. But if you change who you are to try to get his attention, you're not going to be able to keep that up. That's not good. And you're a dragon.
You know
you're
what?
both dragons.
This is making me nervous, and I think we should go back to flying and having a good time. But I do have a last request about it.
All right.
Which is I don't want to go see him again alone because he might just try to kill me again.
Yeah.
Would you be? What do you call it when there's
like your wingman?
Yes, that word.
Yeah. Oh man, I would be honored.
Okay, great. But let's look, a dolphin. Do you think I can catch it? And then you,
of course,
as he swoops down, and you return to the ship. All right. So the 5 of you are together on the ship. You need to travel back into the island of Poison in order to find the Panacea secret and the apparent cloak that will allow you to pass the River of Memory and go into the underworld. Is there any further discussion you want to have as a group before traveling back? Or other things you want to check in on? Let's look at Skim. Skim, what's up?
I just wanted to continue growing my society of pigs. I think I'm really getting into philosophy and taking up the group there. And so I'm just walking around. I kind of want to fit in with the group with the series of islands we're on. So I'm wearing a slight pig toga. And I just am squealing casually at them, just sort of and they squeal back at me a little bit, and then.
I'm so jealous of your pig noises. I wish I could make them back at you. Assume that I am. If everybody could imagine that I'm making these noises back at Zeke as the other pigs, that would be lovely.
So we're discussing philosophy and sort of really getting into the foundations of society and understanding it.
Great. Is it based on the history of previous societies? That would be a history check. Is it based on leadership? You're just leading them with what you already know? That would be a persuasion check. Is it, are you performing old speeches? How do you think you're doing?
So I'm having conversations with them back and forth and sort of breaking down their ideas. That
could be insight.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping for. Sweet.
This is going better than English students crashing onto an island.
14.
I was gonna make an animal farm.
14.
Yeah.
Please tell me you're teaching them communism.
Oh, I mean,
you're literal pigs.
It's the logical conclusion at the end of all of this, isn't it? Yeah. Yes. Socialism is where we all end up.
We are a deeply socialist team.
Oh yeah.
All right. So you got a 14, you said?
Yeah.
That's enough for them to be all right. right? They're getting together. There's some hierarchy issues, who's top bacon, that kind of stuff. But it's coming together. They're not like the perfect society of pigs. They don't know if they want to live here on Poison Island permanently. In fact, the whole hope is that you're here to cure them of their pigginess.
Mm-hmm.
The small society that they're making is enlightened by your arguments. You're able to read what they need. You're able to figure out what each of their mean of production is so that it can be helpful. Some of them are very good at building straw houses. Some are very good at building wooden houses and so on. You're good at finding out what to each pig in his place, and a place for each pig.
Oh, perfect. Great. I'm hoping they may even consider to continue the society after we change them back on this island. We'll find out. That'll come later.
Oh, instead of Poison Island, is there a Porcine Island?
What if we conquer it and change the name?
What if we change it a little bit?
Well, you are seeking out the secret of a cure. Panacea, ultimate cure. Maybe you could cure the poison from this place if that is what you desire to do with it.
Ooh.
Made a promise. Also, speaking of that, hey, Guin, and I'm saying this in front of everyone, is Pharika telling you anything new about the island? I'm trying to open the door for the truth. The door can be closed, but I'm just opening it a tiny bit.
I hear that it's more bad shit that might lead to good shit.
Oh, tell us more.
Guin, how do you feel about our audience? It's about time for an audience choice.
Mm-hmm.
About our audience determining whether or not you share this. Are you good with that? If you're not,
I'm good. I'm good with them making the decision of which two of those is the priority right now, mostly because they let me make the first choice myself.
Got it. So, what do you mean priority-wise? What are the two things you see as priorities?
The two options that I totally have on a piece of paper somewhere in this world.
It's cure and pestilence, correct?
It was one of, I know one of them was pestilence. The other one is the one that I'm not.
I meant if you're going to reveal that you killed Chad to the group, because that's what Sam's trying to do, right?
No, I'm trying to.
Sorry.
No. I'm trying. That's something Guin will get to in their own time, hopefully.
My bad.
What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to open the door for Guin to very smoothly tell the truth about what pestilence really is.
Got it. In that case,
and I'm obfuscating.
Great.
I'm actively avoiding it.
Should let the audience decide. Should Guin keep this choice to herself, themselves, or bring it to the group? So is it a private choice or a group choice? Do we feel like that's a good duality? Is that what you guys are trying to determine?
I think what Vic had been trying to say, and Vic, correct me if I'm wrong, but it was which area we should make the priority.
Yeah, the reason why I was sounding intentionally confusing was I was trying to bring up the other secret as an avoidance for the pestilence secret, as a means of avoiding that confrontation in general. I should have been more clear about that. I apologize.
No, you bamboozled me as well. That's why I'm
I should have been more clear when I was manipulating all of my friends into avoiding that topic.
Tom just narrows her eyes like, I see you.
There were 3 different secrets to learn so that you could learn the greater secret. You chose transformation. Now there are still those 2 other secrets on the island. If you want to go straight to your business, it's about going and getting Panacea, the ultimate cure, right? But there's still secrets of healing and pestilence on the island that could be uncovered, right? So the question is it time to go directly towards Panacea or to spend more time and really fully explore Poison Island before leaving? Is that a clearer dichotomy?
It definitely is now. I was trying to have the recap for those two choices because I figured it was a binary decision for some of them. And I wasn't sure if everyone remembered the two that were options.
No worries. Okay, so do they go directly for Panacea and get off this cursed Poison Island? Or do they spend more time here and search out all the secrets of Pharika? Which, remember, every secret of Pharika has a price.
It's going to run out of ogres.
Right? So, they're not necessarily ogres, right? So, do they seek out all the secrets, or do they focus on Panacea? So we'll say, yes, we love Vic. Secrets or Panacea, all right? That's
speedrun or completion.
Speedrun or completion. There we go.
Speedrun or completionist. I love that.
Speedrun or completion.
I want to know, like, everyone personally, like, as people. How are you guys? Are you speedrunners or completionists?
No, let's just talk for a second. Let's take it down.
All right, we're going to set a minute timer. Everybody vote in the chat for speedrun or completion.
I'm a completionist, personally.
I always collect all the flags in Assassin's Creed.
I gotta go.
Also
I gotta go platinum.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
You gotta get the
platinum.
100%.
I'm only playing the game once.
Bloodborne.
I need to see everything.
Play again, yeah.
I played the game once, so I'm doing it perfect and fast.
Unless it's Dragon Age, and then I can play that on repeat for the rest of my life.
Or Skyrim.
Yes.
Yeah.
But then you start
so I
to
can
acknowledge
take some
the
time.
same choices you made over and over.
One day I
you
do
ever,
need
like-
to... I have a drawing that Vic did for me of one of the characters of Dragon Age Inquisition. My favorite character, Solus.
Secrets.
You like Solus?
I love Solus. He's my favorite egg in the world.
I also love
But
Solus.
I do have a
Great
sticky note, and it's him drinking tea, and it's now forever on my DM screen, and people have seen it and are worried about me.
That's
He's
in the chaotic form that drawing is. That makes perfect sense.
I love it. I love
Also,
it so
thank you, John. Thank you so much for telling the two options on Poison Island again, because I could not remember.
healing and pestilence.
Yeah.
Because I was just
It
full
seems-
pestilence.
All
Seems
right,
like the chat wants us to get
we have
those,
a completion.
those secrets.
We're getting
Secrets.
100%, baby.
Yeah, we're getting those flags.
We'll then leave the discussion of whether you're going for pestilence or healing next to the group, not the chat, right?
Secrets
So,
for the secret
You
god.
should discuss if you want to go seek out healing or pestilence on the island.
So what were the two options that you gave us, Guin?
Healing and healing. Healing on a larger scale and healing on a smaller scale.
Those are the only two, Guin?
Okay.
Kind of.
Guin?
Connotative versus denotatively, yes. Oh, well, interesting. I say we go for the big heels then, eh?
Yeah, I mean, we don't have a healer, so like a mass cure wounds or something like that could be useful.
Mm-hmm.
I've been out drinking beer and flying all day. I don't really know what's going on.
You smell it too, like
Hey.
air and
You
air.
have
I like it. It's fun.
Is that
okay.
dolphin blood on you?
A little bit. Is that still my bad? Hold on. Sorry. I
I'm
didn't
pro
kill it.
tiny.
You're what?
Pro tiny heal. Like,
Oh.
because I already have the greater restoration. Like, what else could we possibly need?
But,
Tiny heels for some reason, apparently.
yeah, I feel like go big or go home. That's my opinion on it, at least.
Yeah.
Skimmer Swine?
Skimmer Swine draws
I look down at that.
a sword with a small with two snakes entwined around it, and it's smaller and encircles the smaller one. The smaller snake.
Oh, all right.
It's very detailed.
Wow. Yeah, you are so dexterous with those
Really good
cloven
with those.
I am the tiebreaker. I'm gonna look over at Gwen. They're still lying. So I'm gonna say bigger heels. Seems like they're the same choice, right? So why not go big?
Yes.
Yes.
Why not go big?
I will not make it easy for you, but I also promise not to tell. I respect that.
Did you? Is that Sarah or Sam?
That's
that just
Sarah.
Said that? Okay,
That's
just clarifying.
Sarah. I would never be that dumb.
I was like, wait, what?
What? Everyone cover your
No.
ears really quick. I
Yeah,
need a
Finn's
sidebar.
dumb enough to just like, what?
Ears.
He's a little scatterbrained.
Oh, that'd be so.
All right.
If I learned your secret, I couldn't tell because I'm a pig.
I
I mean, you'd find a
Yeah.
way.
Oh, I
You
would.
can talk once.
Yeah, you're very communicative for a pig.
Yeah, you can talk now.
Yeah, I'm very charismatic a pig.
Good talk. You're having so much fun. Are you keeping that a secret? Your
Oh, I'm
ability
keeping a secret. Absolutely. I'm enjoying
Yeah,
being a
that's
pig.
right.
Great.
I love you. You psycho.
So, you are traveling. There's a peak on this island through that juts up out of the jungle, and that's the location of the Shrine of Healing. I want to make sure bigger healing meant actual healing, not pestilence, right?
No, bigger healing meant pestilence.
Okay, great. Never mind. Throw
That
out.
was not very smart.
All right. Sorry. The codes. The code. Sorry, getting to me.
Not us.
We've been
You're
I have a really high intelligence.
hoodwinked.
Stop trust you.
Boozled.
That's so funny.
I don't. Gwen does.
I am like a conscience. I'm like a shitty Jiminy Cricket. I don't know what the right thing is. I just
Great. So everything I just said is a lie. You're not going to a peak because I thought we were going to healing. We're going to big healing, which is poison and death, which is deep in the jungle. All right. So this part of Poison Island is the really dangerous part of it, and you know now you know that you're near the
Wow.
location of the Shrine of Panacea. Breaking me only a little bit. It's okay. I'm figuring it out. And you arrive deep. You're going deep in the jungle. At this point, with the secrets you already learned of this place, it's very easy to avoid the poisonous creatures and the nastiness of this island. And you find the Shrine of Pestilence. Now, it is covered in a mosaic of people covered in sores that are weeping pus. It shows it is a mosaic of pain and filth. Does that make sense? It is death. It is the various natural ways of death. It does not look like a place that has the secrets of healing in it.
I have.
Few raised hands. Let's start with Sam and then Gwen.
I would like to see if I've been bamboozled. I would like to know to roll if I notice this.
Are you rolling a vibe check?
Roll a vibe check, please.
Baby.
I was gonna get to these medicine checks you would all be making. Let's check with Gwen first before we make that medicine check. Gwen, what were you about to say?
Oh, I was just high-fiving Sarah because I knew that Sam had their hand up.
Oh, God, great. Question.
Weird,
Before you see your teammates, Gwen, beginning to look at the mosaic and like the slight questioning, is this the place of healing? You may impose disadvantage on their medicine checks to figure out that this is a place of disease by smoke screening, by gaslighting, by lying.
Really?
Don't gaslight.
I'll do that.
Why? Sure.
Bungle eyes. Let's be deceitful.
Great. So what do you say to throw them off course?
Sometimes guys, like, you see these sort of things and they tend to mean the opposite. Like, one time I was reading this book and everybody was going for this giant chest, and it was actually a good chest, but then it was all bad, but it was only because the chest was trying to protect everyone. I don't know. Aesthetics sometimes are opposite of what they truly mean. For protection.
I'm confused.
Yeah.
I don't know. That sounds kind of nice. We're better to hide life than in death. Poetic.
Like, it's a defense mechanism. It's like a defense system that they have a really aggressive thing as a front when really everything inside is super, super, super safe. And like it's the precious good stuff.
Like a bumblebee.
What?
Yes.
They look like wasps.
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
I would like to
But
roll.
there's honey.
Roll a medicine check with disadvantage, Soft.
Can I roll?
Also roll?
Yes. Everybody can roll a medicine check with disadvantage. The difficulty is 15.
My disadvantage is because I'm thinking about mead. I just want everyone to know.
Give me a real insight.
Oh, that's not as good as
medicine check.
No, it's not as good as I thought.
It's a medicine check. You can also roll an insight check, but the medicine check is to figure out the purpose of this place.
Ooh. All right. The first one is a 16. Second one's a 15. And I have +0.
Yeah, I got a 17 and then a 10.
I start crying.
Plus
Yeah.
zero.
Only
Sarah
13.
starts crying.
The Shrine of Disease and Plague.
I'm just gonna slowly look over at Gwen, and I'm not. Listen, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Disappointed in
I'm
much.
gonna walk over to the shrine and just shake my head and roll my sleeves up because we're doing this.
Oh, we are? That's a shrine of disease.
Yeah, I know.
And you're willfully going in.
Yeah, it's for my teammate. Teammate
Yeah,
wants
the
to go.
secret
so.
of greater healing is in the Shrine of Disease. I don't know.
No. Gwen, now's your chance.
It definitely heals my problems. It would definitely heal many of other people's problems as well.
Hey, if it's for you, I'll go in. All right.
Yeah,
Finn runs in.
Right.
I'm gonna grab him by the back
Finn
of
tries to run in.
We're gonna remember what happened to the orc. We're gonna hold off a second there, buddy.
Ogre, there's no orcs. They're all
I'm an
ogres.
orc. I
Yes,
had my
they're
heart broken today. It's fine. It will be fine.
I claim dyslexia.
It's all fine.
I
I
call them trolls. There's not even a T.
correct
in
after several mistakes. All right, so you go into the shrine, and there are a number of pools filled with festering filth and ooze. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these pools. One of them is white pus bubbling. Another is red and black, and it looks like sand that's flowing like a fountain. The next is brown. It looks fecal, like rotting fecal matter. The next is blue and red and hissing and steaming. The next is yellow and green and bubbling. And then the last looks just like still gelatin with a green and white tinge. It says, and then there's a sign that says 2 options. Leave now or taste to learn. And Pharika whispers into your ear, Guin, and says, each of your companions must sip from a different pool. You don't have to, though you may if you think that will make them join you. I want you to get your companions to become carriers of my filth. Or they will be destroyed by my guardian.
Nose goes for fecal matter.
See,
we've got two options. So Finn reads option number 1 and decides, I'll leave now. Thank you very much.
I'm gonna grab him. No, we can't go yet.
I think we should go. This doesn't.
Gotta be supportive, buddy. I do it for you.
All right. Well, nose goes on fecal matter.
Yeah, my nose is still going.
I can't reach my face because I'm a pig.
It's up to Gwen. It's up to Gwen.
Fools and 4 or 5 of you. So theoretically, the fecal matter one will not need to be drunk, but you will each have to drink from something different.
Oh.
It's up to Gwen. I think was the choice.
Yeah.
Was given to
Gwen, following your lead on this one.
Gwen, yep. Let's see.
I am going to ask a specific question about if me drinking them, or multiple ones, puts me at the same level of risk for contagion if I agree to spread it to other people instead of my party members. Like, what if I were to collect it?
That is a way to earn my favor at another time. But if you wish the secret that resides in this temple, your companions must drink.
We punch the guardians really hard.
What if we kill the guardians?
What if we kill them?
Yeah, this definitely wasn't the way I thought this was gonna go. I genuinely thought I was gonna come in here and you'd be like, oh yeah, here's plague, you have to drink all the poison and die. I wasn't expecting it. I thought there was gonna be like a poetic twist to it where somehow my friends would die. So I'm gonna drink a little and then I'm gonna go with the fecal one specifically. And then I'm gonna be really, really honest with my friends about all of this.
Great. So you step forward and you know that there's a small ladle that looks like a bowing snake with its head caved out into the ladle with its tail being the handle that is designed for sipping from these terrible cisterns.
All right. Gonna be like, don't follow me on this. And just sip the ladle in. Get
the only
a
one we
little
don't
bit
have to
enough
drink.
for it to be a gulp.
It tastes exactly as you think it might.
Oh.
No constitution save because by willingly taking it in, you are infected. You have gained flesh rot, and instantly as the others watch, your skin begins to flake and decay. You have disadvantage on charisma checks and vulnerability to all damage.
I say option number 1.
The door slowly begins to descend.
We've already said Finnegan is Indiana Jones once before.
You gonna leave us here?
Do you want to leap towards the exit door?
You're gonna leave us here?
No,
That is pretty indie.
But I
You should
am
do it.
like,
You should do it.
I'm really, I'm inching closer. Can we make that a binary? Because I honestly don't know.
All right. Should
I
sabotage Gwyn's attempt and leave, or should Finnegan stay?
I was just out with the boys, and now I'm getting trapped in a poison temple.
Leave or stay, everybody.
What do I do?
Should he stay
Should
or
I
should
stay
he
or I
go?
go? Yeah.
Here we go. 1 minute, audience, to vote.
Devren, will you be my friend for the rest of my life?
Hey, Devren, will you just be my friend for the rest of the show?
I'll try.
Yay!
Nick Burn.
All right, 40 seconds left, audience.
All right.
I'm used to those reactions.
Let me look at my. What are my ideals and bonds?
Let's look at-
None of
let's
this
all take a
applies to poison. All right, if no one votes, I know what I'm gonna do.
Oh,
Someone
goodness.
vote.
Gosh, help!
Get out there and
out.
vote.
I'll vote.
Rock
Yeah,
that
do
vote.
Do
Stay.
your democratic duty. Okay.
Kelso says stay.
Elsa says stay.
Thanks,
All
guys.
right.
I want you to stay.
See, that's the thing. Is I'm like, this has nope written all over it, but I guess Sam guilts him into staying.
All right.
We're so far behind on you guys. Sorry
So
about
I'm
that.
still like,
The door seals, and you're all trapped in here until either all of you drink or one of you refuses. Who's
Yeah.
next?
So Guin was gonna come clean. I think was the next
Yeah, like, why am I doing this?
forward to.
yeah.
So, I think I might have misunderstood Pharika's descriptions and might have read into them in favor of my own obligations and not considered that it was just damn plague. I thought it might have been a portable plague or like a conditional plague or you have to fight these guys and then you get to poison whoever you want kind of situation. But that is very much not the case.
So we gotta drink nasty, and we get nothing good.
I don't know what we get. We get something good if we drink it, but like the whole deal is something. It's like a cost thing. Like something bad, something good.
Something borrowed, something blue. Yeah.
We're getting married to the pestilence.
Yeah.
Well, marriage is poison. I'm just sorry.
I'm very shocked by your gumption to just go and drink that.
When was there a second option outside of drinking this?
We could not drink it and fight the stuff again.
But
Use
it sounds like you made that choice for us again.
I feel like if we would have left now, it was like I thought maybe I could drink them all myself. I thought I could manipulate my way out of it.
How's that
I
working
might
for
have
you,
made a
bud?
mistake.
Yeah. How's that working out?
Hindsight was not 2020.
No.
And meanwhile, Guin is like just laying in the middle of the floor of
You're
this
gonna
place,
slowly-
being like, "I've made poor choices."
You made poor choices for us, so now we gotta drink. And I'll be honest, Guin, had you asked me, I would have just done it if you had asked. Just remember that next time, and I'm gonna stand up, and I'm gonna take a look. Everybody claim one, I'll take whatever's left.
There's a blue and red one.
Oh yeah.
I like the colors, sure. Also, I have a question. As a stout halfling, I technically have advantage on poison and
In
resistance?
this case, these are so potent and magical that even the immunity of paladins to disease is null and void. This is Pharika's god poison.
Okay.
God, poison.
Can we
Alright.
ever be
Or
cured?
god disease, I should say.
No,
God
probably not. So, I'm gonna I don't like that. You know what I'm gonna do? Can I use my geode bowl and hope that Perforos will give me a little bit of mercy if I drink it out of his fancy bowl?
You can try that. You might instead corrupt
Yeah, and insult him. I'm not gonna try it. That's risky. I'll drink the red-blue thing.
Great. Your brain immediately begins to feel as though it's expanding outside of your skull. You can feel the pressure of your brain on the inside of your skull as you begin to scream. You're under the effect of mind fire. I need you to roll a d10 for me.
Alright. Sure. Whatever. Not like I had much of a brain to begin with. 6, ironically.
You fall to the ground, clutching your head, weeping and moaning. The effects of Mind Fire are you have disadvantage on intelligence checks and intelligence saving throws.
Cool.
And during combat or stressful situations, you act as if under the spell Confusion.
All right.
You can barely concentrate. The pressure and the pain is too much to bear.
Y'all can use your imaginations. I don't want to get loud.
Well, there was a red and black one that looked like sand.
That's what I wanted.
Sure.
Oh, well,
Well, you don't take.
Your
I'm gonna lick it.
So you
Yeah.
scoop it up with a ladle. You put it into your mouth.
It's a little bit.
It wriggles a little bit on your tongue, and you see that it's actually thousands of tiny microorganisms. Little red and black beetles and bugs. Tiny, not a liquid.
What? No, don't be grossed out. Walker has eaten worse.
It's true.
Walker has eaten worse than
No,
this.
but like I'm thinking about it.
So they
I'm thinking
scurry
about
down
it.
your throat, Walker, and you feel them biting your esophagus.
This is the worst part.
Like the disease. This is filth fever, as your body begins to be overwhelmed by a terrible fever. You have disadvantage on strength checks, strength saving throws, and attack rolls that require strength. This was weirdly the right choice for you, Walker.
Yeah, it's like,
Thanks for following Wasabi. Nami with Wasabi.
Nami with wasabi, hey.
All right, 2 remain.
I'm gonna give Skim a little scratch on the head and hold my hand out, offering the pools.
What other pools are left?
There's the white bubbling pus, the yellow and green bubbling ooze, and then another gelatinous ooze that is completely stationary.
That last one's just a cube. Don't fall for it. It's literally a gelatinous
It's
cube,
a
and you will die.
I'm fine with taking a bite out of a gelatinous cube. I'm going for it. I pat over with my little pig feet. I turn and look over at Gwen, and I
It tastes like locker room jello. Like if somebody had taken the flavor of the smell of an unwashed locker room and made it into jello.
As a pig, that's not bad. I'm actually totally into it.
This is slimy doom.
Oh.
Begin choose. You have disadvantage on constitution checks and saving throws.
Okay.
And whenever you take damage, you're stunned until the end of your next turn.
Okay. Cool. All right. Cool.
I'm going to. Oh, you good, Skim?
Yeah. What about? Did my appearance change at all, or I just feel gross?
No, and it's not like a constant stream. It's like a nosebleed, right? Like every once in a while, you're like, oh god, ew.
Thanks for following, Alabaster.
Yeah, this is a great time to randomly jump into this game.
Yeah. Ugh.
Gross.
Cool. And you said I had disadvantage on Constitution, and I get stunned?
Dex saving throws, and you're stunned after you take damage.
Cool. Great.
I'm going to walk from friend to friend before I hit these pools. I'm going to leave my water skin next to Walker. I'm going to take off my special cape, fold it up, and put it under Finn's head. I am going to walk over and I am going to probably just rip some of my tunic off and dab some of the goo off. Yeah, just trying to help. And then I'm going to walk over to Guin, and I'm just going to stand above her. Oh, them, sorry. And I'm just going to look down. I have one question before I do this. One last question. Can you ask Pharika if we will spread this to my people? My family? Please.
Yes. So, I'm gonna think it and not say it, John.
Sure. And Pharika says, "Oh, these heinous plagues are a special gift from me to yours. And in fact, as soon as the contagion spreads, your friends will be free of it. They merely need to spread it to another civilized creature. Those creatures will be dealt with exactly as though they contracted this new disease for real. But your friends are not only will be instantly cured once they spread it, but they will be forevermore immune."
So and I know I've been really, really misleading this whole time. It appears that we can conditionally choose who it is spread to. If I'm understanding that correctly, John, I didn't misinterpret that, right? So, and after that happens, we're totally fine. If anything, our immune systems get a really big boost from it.
But there is a chance, of course, that you'll all decide to spread it to my people and my family. And I'm going to sigh and I'm going to stand up. It's a shame. Before I got this disease, I was going to be a really good athlete. And I'm going to walk over and I'm going to kneel down very calmly. And I'm going to drink from, you know what, baby? I saw the pus in there before. We're going to drink some pus.
Oh.
Oh, God.
You feel
Actually,
it?
no, I actually will throw up if I do that. So I'm going to pick the other one. I will throw up if I have to listen to that.
Yeah.
I'm going to pick the other one. Sorry, I tried. Sarah's not as brave.
The green and yellow liquid is delicious. It tastes like mango kiwi, if you had to guess. And you're delighted briefly before you suddenly look and you see your hand shaking uncontrollably. And you begin to twitch all over as you're overcome with seizures. You have disadvantage in dexterity checks, dexterity saving throws, and attack rolls that use dexterity. And I think in this case that's going to include ultimate discus.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it's an athletics check. But I feel like that would be really hard if you're constantly shaking.
Am I forever now shaking? Am I a little shaky now forever?
Spread the disease.
Nope. No, thank you.
What if we spread it? This is, I guess, meta, but what if we spread it to just one person? We all spread it to one person and that person passes.
And then
like a
kill them?
sacrificial thing. I mean, I guess, yeah.
It would function as a regular plague, and unless we kill them, it will spread.
That's
I
what I
can't
mean.
do that.
We kill a lot of people.
Okay. Unless you set up the thing very specifically.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just gonna quietly look at my shaking hands and just sit.
All right. So then the floor shakes, and the circle in the center of it, equidistant between the 6 cisterns, falls in, and a 6-headed hydra raises and dunks its heads into one of its heads into each of the diseases, which is now dripping. And you see that this is the guardian you might have faced. But it sits there placidly, and you see a spiral staircase going down. Guin, do you lead the way?
Yeah.
At the bottom is an altar to Pharika. And there is an old book bound in snakeskin. And it is a plague manual. The secrets to the curing of diseases and the fostering of diseases are within this. Once per long rest after you read this, you'll be able to cast Contagion, which has these 6 diseases that were what was available upstairs. Those are the 6 diseases of the spell Contagion. Right? Additionally, you can heal diseases using you can heal diseases at will, but not these. And you're immune to disease. You were already immune to disease due to Pharika's blessing, but reading this book trains you in your how using your druidic body to prevent disease forevermore. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Great. The secrets of pestilence are yours. Additionally, this is a notebook of disease. If you this is less mechanical and more role playing. If you ever wanted to craft a disease for any reason, you could do so.
Okay.
It might take some time and might require rare reagents and ingredients, but if you wanted to create a disease, you could.
Okay. So I gotta ask you guys for some help.
All right, yeah. What else do you need from us?
So I was thinking about what civilization necessarily means, and I know a place and a person that we can just bring up and just use it on them and a few of their followers, and I can even summon them here. And I know you guys kind of feel like I probably used you and hurt you, but I figured it was worth a shot for just getting things a little bit even for me.
Well, I'm glad things are even for you. Is that all? Can we go?
Yeah.
Great. And I'm going to turn and I'm going to lead the way, trying to hide the shaking as best as I can. It is not working.
All right. Heading to the Shrine of Healing on the peak of the mountain. Probably more pleasant place, but this seems like a good place to take our 10-minute intermission.
Mm-hmm.
And hello, everybody, and welcome back to Dice, Drinks, and Drama. We just left the Shrine of Contagion, where really horrible and awful things happen to everybody. Everybody is sick and diseased and feeling very poorly. Yeah, let's look. The audience were given the task of coming up with some ideas during our break. Sarah, I love it.
This is just on here now from all the times I've used it. It has been multiple times per session because God doesn't love me anymore.
Actually, your God loves you, like, a lot. Your God specifically.
My God tried to make out with me, and I said no.
Yeah, what? You got more strength than I do.
Yeah,
I didn't get a choice in that.
My God didn't want
to... unfortunately, it doesn't seem as though... one idea is Trash Gardeners to find some way to turn it on Pharika.
Oh, are we sure we want to? Pharika would probably unleash it on civilization in return.
Yeah, I don't think that poisoning a god
Great
is
idea.
gonna go well, especially the god of poison.
All right.
Kill that one.
Give me a second. My cat just opened the door, which means...
Let the cat play.
Let the cat play. Let the cat play. Okay.
He has to come in and then...
Just do me.
If you say that, that won't go well for you.
So many cats.
He likes the idea of spreading into the pigs.
That's because he doesn't support communism.
Monster.
The voter, and I don't like it.
Well, I mean, if we are going for like an Animal Farm analogy, it's not the best example. Maybe that Society of Pigs won't end up so altruistic.
Like I said, one may sacrifice for the greater good.
You arrive at this shrine. And this one looks like a shrine of healing. It is similar to the murals you saw on the outside of the last one, except that they are instead people with those same similar diseases and wounds being healed. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And they sorry, I just got a message. They are this is clearly a shrine of healing. But
Yeah, they are clearly healing.
Same sort of setup, like a dome with a large central area.
Love
And
it.
this time there's just one big bowl in the center, and it says, "To learn my secret, give of me your life's blood, willingly or not." And then as you've entered, the door begins to close behind you.
I'm so tired of doors just closing on their own. I usually close. Ugh.
Well,
How much blood?
and you know what? Whatever. And Finn just waddles over. He pulls out. I've still got a knife on me. I got rid of my sword, but I still have my knife. So I pull that out, and I'll just.
Not
into the
your
bowl.
palm. Don't do it on the palm.
I'm not thinking.
Stop
Dude, my
cutting their
brain
palm.
is on fire outside of my head. And I had a 6 intelligence to begin with. I'm going for the
Just let
point.
that out.
You've never been in a cult? Come on. It's from the
Oh.
arms.
Oh.
The backs.
No.
Drip into the bowl, and then it begins to flow in a constant stream. And as you try to cover it, the bowl seems to be pulling it, until a good deal of your blood has been pulled out of your body and into the bowl,
Guys,
killing a small percentage of the way. You lose 2 max hit points.
Woozy.
I'm gonna catch him.
Yeah,
So, did you hear
he
that, Finn?
falls. Yes, 2 maximum.
Yeah,
Thank
and that's
you.
not like if you got hit by a wraith and you lose 2 max hit points temporarily. Your maximum hit points have been decreased by 2.
Ugh.
I fainted, so I have no snarky remark.
What do you want me to make
Need
you
a
say
granola
like a
bar.
puppet? What do you want me to make you say like a puppet? What do you want?
Gee, thanks. I don't know.
All right, who's next?
Why
Do we
should-
all have
Let's
to
make
give-
it 47. Just take it all, John. End
Suck
my
us,
suffering.
I guess you would say that the cistern is about a quarter full. You could indeed, Finn is not necessarily unconscious. Finn could indeed, but it seems that it needs 8 max hit points.
Let me at it. Let me at it.
Oh,
Two at a time.
well, if my first mate's going to do it, then I'm going to do it too.
I'm first, mate.
I'm first mate.
Oh,
You've been
you've been a boar for a
demoted.
long time. I'm so sorry.
It's 8, right?
Woo. All right. Well, that kind of.
Get ready for a
Well,
mutiny.
This one
I've got a
buffering.
whole pig army behind me. It's coming for you.
Are we buffering? Are we back?
Yeah, we're fine. We'll catch up.
I'll do it too. Not from the
Thank you.
on because I'm smarter than them.
Great. And again, you feel it being siphoned out of you, like the bowl is pulling it from your veins.
Don't like that feeling at all.
Doesn't. You lose 2 maximum hit points.
All right, I assume we're sharing this load, so someone else.
The bowl is
I
full.
I would like to hold both of the next 2 back, and I'm going to give 4 hit points.
Great.
What is this
As you feel it,
showmanship?
as you feel it beginning to stop, You will it and let another however much be pulled out of you. And indeed, you lose 4 max hit points. The bowl is filled. And it opens and begins to circle towards the bottom. Sorry, the same way the floor goes down into a staircase. I'm sorry.
I thought like the blood was just like disappearing, and it was like,
Who are you, me?
The blood.
Do we have to do it again?
All right.
I just pictured a pig going downstairs, and it's pretty great. I think everyone should just hold that image in their mind. Oh, it's more like he leans forward, and it's like a handstand, and he's like, good-do-do, good-do-do, good-do-do.
That makes me so happy.
Oh, I think that is so cute. I'm a little woozy, but I enjoy that as a pad down.
As you go downstairs, you see another mural, and it shows a queenly figure holding out her fingers, healing. Sam immediately recognizes this as something similar to the Paladin's Lay on Hands ability. This secret is not necessarily for Guin, but for anyone that wishes to be able to heal. You will learn a minor version of the Paladin's Lay on Hands ability, or some can upgrade their Lay on Hands ability.
When you say upgrade, what are we talking about here?
Do not know. All you know is that these are the secrets to healing by touch alone.
Only one of us can learn it, correct?
Correct.
Well, I feel like it should be down to the 3 of us that actually donated for the cause.
I tried.
All
was
right.
given the choice.
You know, I feel like between those 3, the audience should decide.
All right.
All right.
Tell us who you
Really
love.
good. So, audience, who is going to upgrade, or either upgrade or learn the secrets of healing by touch? So that's between Finnegan, Walker, and Sam. All right, vote in the chat as to whether or not as to who it should be that learns these secrets.
Every time we have a vote like this, I feel like I'm in an episode of Big Brother, and I love it.
Oh my god.
We voted off the island. Oh wait, it's not nice.
I think we want to be voted off this island.
We
Yes.
want to be
Vote me off this island.
It was
get me
Trash
out of here.
Burger. Who would have thought Poison Island would be such a bad time?
Yeah.
Who knows? All of us, probably.
Yeah, y'all are on Survivor, but I came into this halfway through, so I feel be naked and afraid.
You are
That's my
afraid
vibe.
right now, Finn.
What is going on? I have big brain time and it hurts.
Big Brain Time is a great band
Brain
name.
Big time.
I'd
Name of this episode.
yeah.
Who-
Big
Stop
brain.
person.
We got 3 of us.
Yeah, that makes sense.
No one
I-
wants to see me heal again.
Yeah, I mean, who wants a fighter who can heal?
I don't know. It'd be fun. What if I snuck around the battlefield, healing you
Oh,
guys?
everybody is so good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm
I'd like to
Big
pick,
healer.
I would enjoy pig paws to heal. You know? Just
All
little,
right.
Like
Little
blood
hooves.
with your nose.
um,
Now.
You're healing
Okay.
hooves.
healing hooves. Lay on hooves.
Bring it to me. Thank you
like some.
all.
And look at the mural, and as you do, 2 bronze handprints appear coming out of the wall for you to place your hands on.
Oh, okay.
Do you do so?
Yeah, I'm going to look over to Gwen to just double check that this is safe. And then
I mean,
I don't know.
And then I'm going to remember that Gwen has not really told me the truth at all for most of this, so I'm just going to turn and be like, I don't know if that's true or not. And I'm going to shakily put my hands on the other hands and just kind of interlay my fingers like we're dating.
Great. You feel the knowledge of healing beyond you. It is not wholesome. It is the breaking of rules, right?
Oh, I
You
don't like this.
channel
No.
Channel this. It's not the breaking of rules, it's the bending of rules. You learn how to manipulate your own healing slightly better.
Oh.
So first, your Paladin's Lay on Hands ability is 7 times level, is the size of the pool, instead of 5.
I need a...
And it is a bonus action instead of standard action.
What?
Ding!
You got 35 bonus action points?
Okay, listen. I now have 29 hit points, so thank you. All the help I can get right now is appreciated.
Wait, so your lay on hands pool is larger than your max health?
Yes. Yes, it is. And I can cast heroism too, so I could just like do it. I could just get it perfectly there. Thank you, chat, for being so kind in this hour of Psalm's mental breakdown.
And to be clear, it's not anti-Irowas, but it still feels a little filthy. This is one of Pharika's secrets.
Yeah, I don't like it. Oh god, now I'm like thinking of Pharika's secret to like Alyssa's secret.
What's Pharika's secret?
I'll never
She'll
tell.
Just imagining you getting like
I
little
see
like
you.
self-help book that just said Pharika's secret.
Pharika's secret.
Just wanted to show this one.
And you
Put it
just
in
open it and it's like mood board. And there you go.
Hurrah.
You can heal more.
Mood board? What? There's a cat.
Yes,
There's
there
a
is.
cat.
And the cat is
Are we
about
doing
to-
this?
Let the cat play.
Are we doing
Cat's
this
fine.
really?
Mine's over. I could grab
Fight.
mine. I could grab mine.
I could grab a 7. I could
All
get...
right, guys, it's show and tell time.
All right,
1 second.
Are we all doing cat show?
Get your pets.
This is
That's a
wild.
beautiful...
It's okay. We're all at home, right?
Yeah.
All right. So,
This is my pet.
all right.
It's a tough show. People need some love.
This is
Yeah.
my pet.
You know, we're all diseased.
All right. So,
Rivera.
with these 3
Welcome back.
secrets, you are now able to travel to Panacea fully.
Mhm.
It's in the center of the island. Oh. And again, you're able to avoid the nastiness of the island. You arrive and see several tall, green-skinned, beclawed humanoids with filthy, matted hair, wearing very little, if anything at all. They look like trolls from the rest of the world, but here they seem to be as if it had happened to them. Not that they were born like this, that this is the result of a curse or the result of a poison or some outside force. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
A much larger shrine than all the others you've seen before lies in front of you. It's open air, and in the center is a simple wooden goblet filled with a light green liquid.
Oh. I should have made that cocktail today.
Pharika says, "You have earned it. A single cure. This could perfectly heal one of your compatriots, utterly. Skimmerbore would become a tiefling again and lose the disease that afflicts him. The sorcerer you have unconscious on your ship would have his curse of the gods removed, returning all of the firebores to their human state and returning him to sanity. Indeed, any of your compatriots could be cured. Or you could save this. It would be worth a king's ransom. An ill and dying monarch, for example, would likely make you his heir for the ability to live just a few more years. This is yours. Don't let any of them try to take it from you.
Wasn't the whole conceit of coming here
Was to
try
kill
and
the guy.
find a cure for the guy?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, also, it's sitting atop a shroud. The same sort of shroud you found on Perforos's Isle of Flame that will allow someone wearing it to swim through the river of memories.
Nice.
Oh, by the way, I guess I've handed the
Okay,
shroud from that island back to Sam.
Can I?
You gave it to me to nap my big brain on.
Oh, I have that was my little cape.
Oh, well then it's your capey cape. It's yours.
Yeah, thank you, my capey cape's back on. I clearly am having trouble putting it back on.
Can I grab the cloak from underneath it and try to yank it out from underneath it like I'm pulling a tablecloth?
What if it just gets dumped on the ground? What happens? Oh, good lord.
Was that it?
The chaotic energy.
This is so chaotic. I can't. My brain.
I am chaotic good.
I'm having an aneurysm.
Do you want to roll for that, John?
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hoof.
Sleight of hoof. What? Dear God. That's 19.
Oh,
yeah.
goodness gracious.
You do so, and the goblin goes wop, wop, wop. It does not fall.
And I
What
like
does that sound? One more time.
Wop, 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 wop.
I whip it behind my back and it goes across me like a cloak. A little boar cloak.
Oh, poor cloak. A pig in a blanket.
That's what I am.
There we go.
I clap, but I see that, and I'm like,
We all clap.
I bend my forehead
my thirst
to
made
bow.
everybody.
Oh. Are there some kind of like
Also
branches
walking
or something?
that
Can I
way.
make like a crown for him?
The trolls are watching us.
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah. Do they
Really?
seem like? What,
Do
are
they
just
want
sitting
to?
there
Yeah.
watching us?
They're just watching you for now.
All right. I'm gonna go up and introduce myself. Hand outstretched.
Your disease stand outstretched.
Yeah, and I'm also gonna cough in their general direction.
Sure.
Oh!
So, you touch the troll's hand. And as you do,
I turn.
you immediately feel your brain recede to its normal size.
Did you just do that?
What?
Did you just do that? Did we all see you do that?
Yeah, I just walk up to the guy. There's a troll, and they're not saying anything, so I walk up and I go, "Hey, I'm Finnegan Berry Bramble." And he
You
shakes
gave
my
And your
hand.
disease. You gave them your disease.
It
Oh
begins,
no! I gave a troll my disease.
it begins to scream and clutch its head, rolling on the ground, screaming in mind fire.
Oh.
The other trolls gaze at it dispassionately.
Yeah, just go back up towards the group.
Hmm?
All right, cool.
One of the other trolls rushes over to it and grabs it as though to like shake it out of its stupor. One that
Oh.
seems to be less dispassionate, and it begins to scream and clutch its head.
Okay, yeah, no. We're gonna have to cleanse this with fire. I'm gonna breathe a cone of fire on them.
Great, everybody roll initiative. You'll do this as the trolls in the presence of fire go insane.
Oh, should have thought about that.
Everybody roll initiative.
Oh
What's
my
happening?
god. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Got a 5. Total. My initiative is +4. So, yeah.
At 23.
23 for Captain Wins.
Wins.
Cats.
16.
17.
So 16 for Sam, 17 for Guin. I am
16
missing
for
a
Finn as well.
16?
Yes.
Cool.
12 plus 4.
Mine's
Great.
mine.
I'm just gonna my new rule that I've been using for my kids that I really like is if they're tied initiatives, whichever one I hear first goes first.
Fair.
Well,
I rolled it a while
Makes everybody roll initiative faster. I like it.
I was being polite. I wanted to let other people.
Well, now you've been punished for it. Nice guys literally finished last. Maybe this is a bad system, and I'm going to rethink it. But but
Yeah.
it works for my kids when it's typing it into the chat.
That's very true.
That makes sense.
That.
Right. Right. So first flame. You're going to hit these 2 trolls on the ground.
Do they? It's my save DC is a 13.
13.
Which is it based off of my constitution? Because it's essentially a dragonborn.
It is. It should be based off your constitution.
It should be 12 then. I don't know why I wrote down 13.
It's okay. They both fail anyway.
Cool. Then they take
They have
8
one.
fire damage.
8 fire damage.
Mm-hmm.
Both trolls are at 76.
Oh, shh.
Ah.
We're having a great time, guys. I'm so excited. I'm excited for this battle.
Yeah, it's almost like bad choices have really bad consequences. Incredible how that works.
All right, Captain wins. Most of the trolls remain dispassionate. There are the 2 that have been burnt and another one nearby. And not dispassionate. Most of the trolls are running from the fire. They seem unintelligent, but one of them another one looks like it's going to join the 2 trolls that are aflame.
Are the 2 that are running away, do they seem to be sick?
There are many trolls that are running away. The only ones that seem to be sick are the 2 that are currently on fire.
Okay. How many trolls are there?
Probably a dozen,
Oh,
but right now...
what? I thought there was only 3.
I thought it was 2 or 3.
There's 3 we're gonna have to fight.
Correct.
Oh yeah, I didn't realize how many trolls we had in this room. Cool.
Yeah, no. It was a glade of trolls.
Yeah, I missed that.
Is that
too.
the word for a group of trolls? A glade?
A glade?
An army is a group of frogs,
Yeah.
apparently. So
Amphibian Armageddon.
Yeah.
It's
Anyway.
an underbridge of trolls. That's what my decision is. An underbridge of trolls.
Nice.
So anyway, 3 trolls.
So there are 3 trolls. I'm going to. Oh no! I'm gonna look at Ben and go, dude, what the fuck?
Look at it! I
and
can
then
think
I'm
again.
going to yell at the 3rd troll, who's probably going to help the other 2 to stop.
Make an intimidation check. Difficulty is 9.
We have 2 rerolls on this island.
Yes.
Thank the Lord. Okay, I rolled a 14.
14. Great.
Mhm.
The troll stops for a second. It seems wary of you and wary of the other trolls. And yeah.
How much can I say in a turn?
A little bit. I'll stop you.
Great. I'm hoping that they understand, like, just stay where you are.
Great.
While we fix this.
Great. Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
I can understand the disadvantage. Ooh, I rolled a 19 and a 17, baby. That is, you said in persuasion?
Yes.
19.
The troll steps back. All right. Guin.
I also kind of don't really want to hurt them after everything that just happened. But I'm gonna go with casting Ray of Sickness.
That's like putting salt in the wound.
Literally.
No.
The
Literally.
oozing, pussing wound.
Okay.
Not too much.
Be careful with using pus and feces too much. I'm gonna throw it.
On the 2 that are currently infected, so that if
Can't
they're
throw it.
still around, we can't really help them out. It's to help the other trolls. For context.
All right. Ray of Sickness, range spell attack. They're
Yes.
prone, so you're going to get advantage. Armor class is 15.
Alrighty. Nat 20.
Ooh.
Yes.
Let's
Nice.
do
So you
that.
double your dice. So that's 4d8.
So for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
16.
Yes.
Let's see if they fail their save. They don't. Well, what is your save DC? More than 16?
Yes.
Okay. Then they do fail. That troll is poisoned and took 16 damage and is at 60. All right. That brings us to Sam.
Sam has not had an expression on her face this whole time and continues to just be stone-faced as she moves past Finnegan and doesn't look at him and is going to attack the 2 trolls on the ground.
Great.
I'm going to beep boop beep boop. My first attack. Is there anyone that's at lower health? Are they both around 60?
One is at 60, one's at 76.
Okay, so that's going to be over 20. I'm assuming that first one hits.
Yep.
All right, so that's going to be with my glaive and is going to be, where's this? Thank you. That's going to be 7 slashing damage. I'm going to Divine Smite.
Great.
And I'm going to beep boop beep. Get an extra 3d8 because I'm casting it at 2nd level. Wah! Or 3d. Holy mackerel. I got scared by a firework outside and I rolled d6s instead. 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So that's another 19 damage.
Another 19.
Another 19 on top of that. And then I am going to use my bonus action to cast Branding Smite at 2nd level and swing again for a 2nd attack.
Nice.
And that's going to be a whole bunch. 23 to hit.
That hits.
That hits. And that's going to be 10 slashing damage plus beep beep 10 radiant damage.
It's
That's
a
going to
15.
shoot out of me like a glowing bowl.
Nice. The troll is almost defeated. It looks at you with extraordinarily human, sad eyes, as though it were cursed and happy to finally being removed from this plane.
Don't
Finn,
look like that, Carter. Don't you look like that. Don't you have that freaking look on your face.
Oh, he's happy. We're putting him out of his misery.
These are dispassionate
You're
trolls.
making
In
us put
misery.
him out of his misery.
I believe I also had a 16, which means Finnegan gets to go
Yes,
and
yes,
gets
yes,
to
yes,
speak.
it's Finn. I
and
said so, but it got missed in the talk.
So-
It's all good.
noticing that Sam's giving him the cold shoulder, he is going to just briskly walk on over, his like dragon claws ready to go, and right before he starts tearing into these trolls, go, objectively, I think the cursed trolls are probably a better population to spread this to than, I don't know, your family. And then, yep,
That's a
that's a
threat.
hit. And that is going to be 12 damage for the first. I have advantage on all of these because they're prone, right?
Yes, and it's got 2 after that first attack.
Okay, so then I'll use my extra attack, and that is another hit, 10.
Oh.
And then my bonus action, because I have 2-weapon fighting on the last one, which is a hit for 8 damage.
Great. So the
All
last
of that's fire, too. So
Right.
they can't regenerate.
They couldn't regenerate anyway this turn because they've taken fire damage from you earlier.
Just making sure.
No, you're great. I just wanted to know it was already all right.
I'm just writing down what he said so that Sam remembers it later. You said
Yeah.
better than your family, right? Family instead.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll know when I
Well-
edit the YouTube video tomorrow.
Yeah, I need to know.
Okay. All right. Yeah, no, objectively, though, the cursed trolls are a better option than your family.
So the troll, because of mind fire in combat, acts under confusion, right? And I rolled 1, which I'm going to read. It rolls a d10 and has a random thing. I'm going to read what 1 says because it's dramatically awful. The creature uses all its movement to move in a random direction. So it's going to use half of its movement to stand up, and then it's going to run 45 feet. We're going to say it has a 50% chance to run in the direction of the other trolls. On an even, it runs towards the trolls. On an odd, it runs away from the trolls. Rolling the d10, and it isn't even. So I already forgot what I said. Even is towards the trolls? Yes.
I think. Opportunity attack?
Yes.
Nope.
So does Sam if Sam wants it.
That is a 19, which is a critical because I am a champion fighter.
Very nice.
Nice.
Sam, do you want to take an opportunity?
What?
Need to put him down.
An opportunity as well?
He's the sick one, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I have to. I don't really get it. I go another choice Sam does not get.
Boo-boo.
Nah. We're gonna talk about this later, you and I.
As our characters or as us?
Our characters. We're gonna toss the discus around.
Cool. Oh yeah, sure.
I did a lot.
Yeah. 18.
I miss.
You miss? Okay, great. How much damage did you do, Finn?
18.
Great, it's at 50. All right, the troll runs. That brings us to Skim. What you doing, Skim?
Sorry, my cat was just knocking over my Wii. So I'm going to attack. I attacked twice, and then I used a key point to attack 2 more times. Cheers.
What is it? Is it soy sauce? I think it's
What is it? What is it? What is it?
So there's a cocktail I found recently that's made with a honey what's the worst thing you can combine with honey? Sorry.
Dijon mustard.
Honey garlic cocktail, and it's not good.
I don't know.
just
I've
ate
been
it.
craving honey and garlic recently. I want to try.
My mouth's gonna
You
smell
pregnant?
so bad.
I understand the appeal.
It's kind of thick. Don't try it at home, kids. Anyway, I rolled ahead of time because I knew this was gonna take a minute. Sorry. They were all. What are their ACs? I think that's the most.
15.
Great. They
What
literally.
is your movement, by the way? Is it 45?
It's 40.
Then you cannot quite reach it. You're going to need, because they ran on their turn. So,
Okay.
you're going to need to use your bonus action to Step of the Wind to get to it.
Do I have someone already?
Yeah, it's
it's level
basic.
2.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, hold on. Sorry.
You already took the shot. Don't do another one.
Yeah.
No, do another one.
I can only
It's
use
the
one.
same shot.
Yeah. So that was.
So it's 2 attacks.
Yeah. Well, I'll just reroll the damage because I got
Sorry.
them all mixed up. Sorry, 10. Just 10 damage.
10? All right.
Yeah.
All right, Captain wins.
I have a question. When I hit them, am I transferring? Am I gaining their disease, or because these are unarmed strikes? So.
Indeed, this is a great question. Neither does your disease transfer to them, nor do you gain theirs.
I look at my little piggy hands. I'm like.
You will not be able to give all the diseases to a single thing. You have 5 diseases to get rid of.
Sorry, Shinigami King. It was a good hack.
Good life hack.
John also reads the chat.
This was already.
We have to unteach him how to read right now. He must unlearn.
I must unlearn what I have learned. All right. But good news, you don't get mind fire, Zeke, Skim.
That's good.
It was awful.
All right. That brings us
me.
to
Captain wins.
feet away from you.
There. How many?
They're 45 feet away from you. You can use your tabaxi speed to reach them. It's one of them.
It's only.
within 5
What's
feet of an ally.
It is within 5 feet of an ally. Yeah. I don't want to kill him, but I have to because the disease must be contained. So, yeah, I'm going to. I'm gonna.
John said it was like peaceful and like thankful that we were killing it.
You learned that after the fact. I'm going
Okay. When he's right, he's right.
Happy accidents, man.
He's lawful good on paper, baby.
No
Not
longer.
anymore.
No
Not
longer.
anymore.
Not since like session 3.
All
I
right.
am going to run.
the best side.
Use my tabaxi speed and double my speed. So
Great.
it's 60, so I can run up to it.
Yep.
And attack it with my scimitar. And just like slice it with
Great.
reckless speed. And I get sneak attack damage.
You hit. Roll your attack roll first.
Oh yes, I have to hit first. Sorry. Please, please, please. $15?
Great. That's exactly what you needed.
Yes.
Roll that sneak attack.
Mhm.
That's gonna be 30.
30.
Mm-hmm.
Troll is at 10. Guinevere.
Yes. Is there
Wait.
is
What's up? What's up, Walker?
I'm sorry, but after that, I'm gonna look at the troll who's not diseased and just have like sorry eyes.
fair?
It seems slightly more aware than the other trolls.
Great.
Righty.
What?
Let's. I feel like. Are there any sources of water in the surrounding area still?
Woo.
Sure, it's a swampy bog. We'll say that there is a nasty little green tinged stream nearby.
Ooh. I am gonna utilize that and use my once per time tidal wave for
Great.
that.
Yes. Weird moss tidal wave.
I know.
That's a strength.
Sludge.
But are you down
Yeah.
with the sickness?
Great. It gets a 14, which I believe fails against your saving throw DC.
Yes.
Great. So the wave smashes into the troll. What's your roll the damage for me?
Alrighty.
That's
And can
heavy
you correct me on the dice for that one real quick?
Sure, I can Google it. I don't know it offhand.
I couldn't remember if it was a 10 or an 8.
It's D10s for sure. I just don't remember how many.
Sorry about that.
27.
You're fine. We can't be expected to remember every spell.
Absolutely.
Gosh. It's taking a little while. 48. I was wrong. It's 48.
Okay, cool.
48
I thought I was-
damage.
What?
What?
Fun.
Crazy.
Powerhouse.
Okay.
Killing it.
20.
20? The
20.
troll is dismembered by the tidal wave into pieces. The remaining troll looks at Walker and says, "No one talks to us. They just kill the ones that have been here longer or ignore us. Why did you save me?"
I'm a good person. I can't help it. I'm so sorry about what happened just now. it had to be done thanks to this one right here, and I'm gonna kick Finnegan in the head.
You gotta make an attack roll for that. No way I'm letting you kick me.
I will make an attack roll. What do I add to that?
I know I can't take a side.
Sorry?
What do I add to that?
You add your dexterity and your proficiency, which is 3. So I believe you're adding 8.
Great.
Do what we all want you. Do what we all want to do.
So that's a 17 to kick.
Motherfucker, that's
Voice of the people. Voice of the people. Foot of the people.
Foot of the people. I'm sorry that this one had to run up, but that he gave him a very infectious disease that you really didn't want spread to any of your other people. I'm so sorry about the pain that we must have caused.
We failed journeyers here. Those who could not handle the power of the cure.
A question for you, Mr. Trollman. Would you say that you live a fulfilling...
It's okay, I'll protect you from this.
I don't have a disease to give you anymore. Would you say you live a fulfilling life right now? Your existence, has it gotten better or worse since the trollification?
Much worse. I came here to seek a cure. And this was the solution, since I was not strong enough to handle the cure. Now, what I came here with is gone, but this is what I am.
All right, so I feel like, yeah, I goofed up, but also not that bad.
I have a feeling that your personal feelings aren't as much of a matter right now as comforting this person. So I'm just going to...
And he turns and says, only one way to cure us all. Someone must willingly... And his tongue turns into an asp, slithers out of his mouth, falls to the ground, and skitters into the underbrush. He closes his mouth and falls to the ground weeping.
I'm gonna...
You guys decide their secret.
And I can't spread the disease unless I will it, right?
Correct. We'll say that, yeah.
So I'm going to comfort them.
Sure. Even though you could not spread the disease... Oh yeah, he hasn't gotten the disease yet. You're right. Great. He sobs and looks at you, and little green tears fall down his cheeks.
I'm a little rusty on how comprehend languages works. Do I just understand anything anyone's trying to say?
No, you understand languages. You can't understand somebody incapable of speech.
Well, I mean, babies are grunting language, so I can make an argument about this.
I'm
going to look up I agree that you can make an argument about it enough that I'm going to read Comprehend Languages in 5th edition and see how I feel about it.
Okay.
Babies don't have their own grammatical structure. You know that, right?
I hear it's the same around the world.
Here it is. You understand the literal meaning of any spoken language you hear.
It's just about to chime in. Also, because I love the anthropologist background. So, I always like to double-check language for that reason.
Well,
yeah.
Thought I was going to be a clever pig. But no.
You're still
no smart
a
pigs
pig.
here.
You're still a smart pig. Who's a smart pig?
I will let
That was a weird noise.
into the troll's eyes, guys.
Okay.
Sam, look into the troll's eyes and make an insight check with disadvantage.
Oh boy. All right, I'm gazing. Yo, good news. 6.
Yep.
Look at that.
Trying to tell you something about how you could cure him and the other trolls.
I'm gonna be honest, troll guy. I'm more of an empathy player. I'm not really one for the smart stuff.
Can I get my little piggy eyes a
Great.
shot?
Insight check disadvantage.
All right.
I'm going to hold
I'm so
you
glad
directly.
I have like 4 chances to re-roll die if I want to. Gonna go ahead and use that. Whoop! There it is. There it is.
There it is.
That's a 19 plus 3.
With disadvantage was the 19.
I have lucky.
Sure.
so-
Yeah. We'll talk about how lucky's fine. Great.
Yeah. Makes it normal.
Yes.
Normal.
So you you see that the only way these trolls get cured
Mhm.
is if somebody travels all the way here for the panacea for themselves and chooses to give it to the earlier people that failed.
Mm. Oh, but loophole. All right. I'm going to wheel my little piggy little feet and sort of like wave them about in the air and cast a bit of a spell called Comprehend Languages.
Sure.
And my pig mouth opens, and through my tongue you see it like somehow you understand my pig words. Guys, I think I figured this out. So, the way these people are cured, huh? Get over the fact that I'm a pig that's spoken. It's cool, but like you don't need to bring it up. Anyway, you can, if we give this to them, give this panacea to them instead of us and take it with us, they will be cured. That's the only way this could happen. As a side note, if we infect them, we stop the spread. And we cure them.
We kill. Why do I have to argue with a talking pig? Ah!
I said get over it.
So, I mean, I'm all for that, I guess.
I'm willing to give up what I wanted to use it for, since I can craft things now, for what you guys gave up.
We were supposed
Unwillingly.
to get this cure to take it to the gold boy,
That
cure
is true.
him,
Yeah.
so he could cure the pigs.
Yeah, we
But-
could. I mean, these people are already
Quinn,
cursed.
do you think you could just, I don't know, make more of this?
DM says no. It's special sauce.
It's special sauce, like, oh.
Unless you subscribe to our
So,
Patreon, and I give you the cocktail recipe for it. So hey guys,
so,
Yeah.
it's in there. Yeah.
Audience, should they cure these trolls, or should they bring the panacea back to cure the sorcerer, Fomitus? You have a minute to vote whom this single cure shall be given to.
Kitty.
You guys can continue to argue and make cases.
I mean, look, they already got cursed. They are not leaving this island. You're all infected with highly infectious diseases. This is a pretty, lesser of two evils solution.
Just go about
Infecting
killing
them,
people
regardless of what we do with the
infecting
panacea.
people. I mean, like,
All right.
Walker's just grumbling the entire time.
Yeah, I don't understand how, I'm...
No audience votes. Vote, audience.
You're not the bad
I
guy.
feel like I'm the
I
bad
got one
guy
vote to bring it
here.
back.
You know what?
I'm the
So-
bad guy.
Just driving a
I'll
small.
give everybody a few more chances. It might be the Shinigami King. Oh, great. Oh, we're tied.
Controls tie.
Keep going. You got a few more seconds.
Y'all like
Tie.
pad CU because it looks like we got a tie here. Okay.
Keep the pigs as... Oh, wait, no.
This is Dan. Yeah,
that's
that's
the
right,
same
Ryan.
vote.
We love you, Ryan.
Ryan.
Ryan, where'd you go?
He's been deeply entrenched in the story, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
You're the trolls.
Two
the
trolls.
trolls.
Says McClunky. Also, quick shout out to McClunky for getting me these cool gay AF dice for
They're
Finn.
very
Also, another shout out to
Those are
McClunky
nice.
for sending us a whisper and watching homebrew on Mondays.
Yeah.
They aren't able to make it, and they just want to let us know that we could that they were being watched afterward, because sometimes people can't make it on time. And thanks again for watching.
God love the homebrew.
Kelso's got it against the pigs.
Oh, he also hates these pigs.
Kelso wants death on a massive scale.
Wow.
That's why I like Kelso.
Kelso's
So-
friend.
You said you didn't want to feel like the bad guy, Carter?
No, Carter loves it. Finn doesn't.
So,
There's a difference.
Killing my civilization is not on the table. I just want you guys to know that. It's
Okay,
just
it's
not-
not. Apparently, I don't know. I didn't meet them. I'm not as bonded.
Bonded with them pigs.
Yeah, I haven't named them yet.
40 to 50 feral hogs.
so,
They're no longer feral at this point.
Yeah,
Who-
they've got houses.
so guys, this
50 civilized.
How is it?
made.
All right.
Made.
Mhm.
So, who is going to do this? And how?
Big. So we're passing on our diseases and then curing everyone. Is that what's happening?
Will the diseases be cured? Do we know that?
Yeah, well, didn't... Oh, that was technically in Guin's head, so we don't know that. Never mind.
We're giving these trolls our diseases and then curing them of all their diseases.
Well, so Guin, since this is your whole god situation, by the way, swell pick. If we infect these people and we use the magical cure, will it cure them of the trollness and the diseases, or is it like just a one-time dealio? Do you know?
I feel like we should take the risk because if it kills them, so be it. I think we should give them. I am personally pro giving them diseases. Who knows how long they've been here? Nobody's been like, hey, let's call home for these troll guys. They might genuinely be isolated here. Having a disease that just cuts it off might end up being a saving grace for their situation.
Thank you, Guin. I would like to agree with that sentiment.
And I don't know. I'm hearing a lot of thinking for other people and no asking what other people want.
All right, well, let's ask your troll friend.
Well, friend doesn't have a tongue.
Right.
That's right.
All
I
other
forgot about
trolls.
that. There's a
His
snake
eyes.
somewhere.
My little I go out as a little pig and I shout out into the forest where they are in whatever language they spoke before, because I assume with comprehend languages I can do that. Is that true?
Yes, the implication is the longer they've been here, the more they've lost their intelligence.
Uh-huh.
The one that was speaking to you has been here less time than the others, which is why he was able to speak.
I'm just trying to call them back with trolls have their own language, right?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna call them back and troll to the area and explain to them the possibility that they may be cured with a risk.
Make a persuasion check with a
Persuasion.
Very nice.
Persuasion check.
With advantage. Oh yay, that's good. Persuasion is +2.
Somebody can get
20.
her.
That's a math 20.
Persuasion.
Trolls wander back. They don't look. They look like you know when you talk to an animal and they seem to sort of get the idea of what you're saying, but not the actual context.
Mm-hmm.
They note that you're being positive and friendly. They return and they stare at you from the edge of the glade, dispassionately and dead inside.
I come forward and just sort of like lead them back into the temple. They seem not to care about much of anything anymore. They've sort of lost who they were. In any case,
Okay, Piggy.
Will the panacea bring it back, or will they stay the same way?
How would we know until we gave it to them?
the only one to know. We'll give it to all of them. I will stay pig. It's okay. I kind of like being a pig.
I know you've said that many times now, Skimmer.
This is the first time I've spoken in friggin' months.
I know.
I know, but when I
Wild.
look, remember how I gaze into the troll's eyes? I gaze into your eyes and I see joy.
I am a joyous pig. I just like roll in the dirt just for like a second. Correct. First troll, please come forward.
You see that they cannot enter the open air dome.
Oh, we have to take it to them.
They would have. You're going to need to take it and give it to them.
Hold
Right.
on. Hold on. Something isn't adding up.
What?
Something isn't adding up.
What is not eating?
How did they get to be this way? They
Like-
couldn't handle the panacea.
Yeah,
Something is going to happen if you take that.
I'm not taking it.
There's no, but take it physically. There's a reason they transformed. Can we check for traps first or figure it out? I feel like there's something here we're not seeing.
All right,
May I
let's look
have
around.
a spiritual consult with, Pharika, since I've been so silent about this the whole time?
You don't get any words, just the experience of a sadistic, eager smile.
That's quite the experience. Good teeth.
Yeah.
This is obviously a trap.
Oh, all right.
And I know I haven't made the right decisions here, but I'm totally hearing what Sam's saying about a lot of this. Like they're clearly this way because of the same kind of crap that been leading me along. Who knows what they originally were? Like, if they don't know who they are now, like, I don't know. There's a lot of risks involved with this.
Well,
All right, I'm going to bend over because it looks like Skim is going to take the cup.
Mm-hmm.
If we can't see, you certain you want to do this? I can if you don't want to.
You mean
Janky to grab it.
give it to them?
Do you want to take it and give it to them?
Yes, I will.
Okay. And then
Um,
I'm going to cast Blast on you, just in case.
Okay, thank. I sort of hoof it onto my back.
What do you do?
I'm sort of like pushing it onto my back so I can easily carry it.
As you touch it, make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh fuck! I got this. have
I
disadvantage on it.
bless you. I bless you though.
What does
Four.
bless give me? +4?
Just
D4.
+4.
1d4. All right, let's see how this goes.
+4. Sorry.
Still got lucky though, so that's nice.
bless you.
Cool. That gives me a 13 plus 1d4. Ooh.
Somebody come get her. She's rolling Constitution.
8. It's +4, so 17.
Great. You do not immediately turn into a troll.
Proud of you, bud. Proud of you.
And Pharika smiles in your brain and says, and actually Skim will hear this too, there are so few problems mortals endure that cannot be solved by being turned into a troll.
I've been talking to a pig, so I understand your.
And you're becoming a pig troll.
Give it.
What do you do?
17.
It's clear you could drink this panacea right now to save yourself, or bring it over to the trolls and have them begin transforming.
Well, the plan was disease and then panacea. So we have a choice right now. Because you're turning. We need you to not touch it.
Mm-hmm.
Should we do a hot cake? Hot cake, hot cake?
We'll all turn into trolls then.
I don't know how.
That's
the
a bad
brand.
idea. That's just
our
a bad idea.
brand. Sorry, I'm trying. Right.
A troll.
Great. Fine. To preserve gathering an understanding, which is the foundation of societies, and I'm going to throw it up to my god to cure me afterward. I'm going to trot out and sacrifice myself to save the other trolls.
Great. Make an athletics check to control your body as it is undergoing a horrible transformation. Your hooves are splitting into claws. You feel your blood pumping faster in your veins. Your ears are pulling out of your head to grow long and pointed.
So that's a 10.
Ain't got nothing on you.
It was 11 minus 1. So that's a 10.
Great. You just barely managed to pull yourselves to the trolls at the end of the glade and tip the cup into the troll's mouth. As the troll drinks it, you feel yourself blacking out as the full trollness overwhelms your body. Skim, you awaken in what seems like an entirely different place. An overgrown city that seems as though it's been abandoned for some time. When you look around, you see a nearby fountain with pure, gorgeous water coming from it. And you see a number of near-naked humans wearing the appropriate loincloths and things to cover up the necessary bits. And one of them says, "He's awake," and they rush over. And he says, "We could not move you until you awoke. Your companions are safe in what we are rebuilding. You undid the curse of this island with your sacrifice. Most people, us included, when we feel ourselves becoming a troll, drink the poison, drink the drink to prevent it, instead of giving it. Your selflessness undid Pharika's experiment, for she is the god of science and experiments. This was once a city cursed with selfishness, a name forgotten to time, and each person's selfishness infected someone else until it became an island all of poison in one way or another. After that was millennia ago, it became Pharika's home. You've saved us, those who journeyed here and acted selflessly, and those who stayed here and were cursed into different forms. Thank you. Now that you're awoken, your friends were in a nearby place. Forgive the slight lack of agency. I wanted to reveal that in the way that it was revealed. The rest of you are sitting in a nearby house that's being reformed into a place of living so that the city can regrow. Sam, I would like you to make a history check.
Boy, intelligence not my bag. 12.
With advantage, actually.
Okay. Continues to not be my bag because I rolled a 1. Continues to dive deeper.
Well, what did you end up getting? A 10?
12.
12? The name of this city is Crufixia, named after the god of enigmas. You remember it from history lessons as a place that mysteriously fell. It was always assumed it was because Crufix wanted to keep his secrets. But now you know it was a Pharican curse.
Very well then. Keep your secrets.
Exactly.
I'm going to relay this information. Then I'm going to let the group know about Crufixia and what the truth might be. A lot of scholars might be very interested in this. But we're still a diseasey, right?
Yes.
Diseasey breezy? Great. I'm gonna put my arm around Skim and I'm gonna scratch his head. I'm really proud of you. You did really good today, buddy.
And I lean into you a little bit.
Scritch, 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 scritch.
Yeah. I do enjoy those scritches.
It is a shaky scritch.
Oh, that probably actually makes it feel better. Hey!
Gotta be good for something.
Yeah, a positive scritch. You get a plus to your scritch rolls in general when you have shakes.
Which
You
roll?
are being diseased, but also desperately tired. It's been a long day. And they build beds for you, invite you to drink from Afara's fountain, and urge you to rest and sleep and go on with their blessing. Does anybody want to do anything in this abandoned city before sleeping?
I do, but I would like to go after someone who maybe hasn't said as much as me.
Skim is gonna just pray to their god and thank them for their help and for the strength of a city.
You feel the lightest touch of approval on your mind. You then remember that Afara often communicates through dreams. Likely when you sleep tonight, the great domestic god, who would therefore be the patron of cats, house cats,
Yeah.
speak to you in your sleep.
Awesome. All right, then I will make my pig bed, probably out of straw and or mud, because we haven't succeeded in our society to the level of making brick houses yet.
Get there.
We'll get there.
Just keep trying.
So,
Sorry, my cat just jumped down and got caught in my headphones, just yanked me to the floor.
Brutal takedown.
Power.
Oh, she's so strong.
Does anybody want to do anything in the city before going to sleep? Search the buildings, talk to the townsfolk. Going once, going twice, some.
I would like to go into a building that's a little on the outskirts, and I would like to do one thing that's flavor and one thing that's practical. I'd like to search the building.
So I love the idea of you finding a old
Discus.
gladiator arena.
Yeah.
Heroes.
It feels familiar, and I walk in, and I close my eyes for a second, and I can hear the crowd, and then I open it, and everything is gone in dark.
Yes. You search. Make an investigation check.
Oy. Oh boy, I'm gonna use my inspiration.
There you go.
Natural 20.
Nat 20.
Here we are.
I got a 2. Like, no, I can't.
Find an ancient golden laurel wreath that was almost certainly the reward for the champion. So it's a laurel wreath made of gold. Does that make it
Hold
right?
on. I understand what you're saying, and I have a prop for this.
Oh, you do?
We love a prop.
You gotta love a prop.
Like this?
Yeah.
Aw.
Now, it's not a magical item,
It's my costume now.
and not in a magical way. This is a lost wreath of victory of Iroas's. Returning this to an actual holy site of Iroas
Ooh, baby.
would be of immense meaning to your religion.
Heck yeah. And I'm gonna wear it, and then I'm gonna try and throw my discus.
Make a athletics check with disadvantage as you're twitching and seizing as you try to do so.
An athletics check with disadvantage.
Correct.
That's gonna be it's gonna be a 9.
You have trouble throwing it, but you manage to heave it, not in the direction you wanted, but with the strength and speed that you desired. And you see a spectral hand that you recognize as Iroas's catch it and throw it back. Make another athletics check to catch it.
Rolled a natural one.
Nope.
That's thematic, I guess.
Face first into the dirt, and the discus alters its course to slide under your hand on the ground.
I thought you said cheating wasn't okay.
There's no answer.
I'm going to stand up, brush myself off. Tom tears up for a second and just looks at their hands and slowly takes off the victory wreath and puts it in their bag, slaps their face a few times, pounds their chest, smiles, and walks back to the group to go to bed.
Great. Skim, you find yourself walking through this city as it was in your dream. Many people
You're taking your dream.
living their lives. Well, what did you say, Walker?
Are you a pig in your dreams?
Oh, absolutely.
No.
I'm still a pig in my dreams.
Yes.
You are yourself, as you know yourself. Unless you now so deeply identify with your piggy form.
No, fine. I just wanted to be a cute little pig with a trot. But that's fine. I walk through, full stride, 7.5 tall.
And you find yourself walking alongside Ifara. She is instantly recognizable as who she is, but except she just looks like a human. Beautiful, but in a normal person, not a movie star way, not a model way, right?
Mm-hmm.
She is just an actual attractive, but not over attractive woman, right?
Yeah, Skim falls to his knees as he's been raised in the Nilla Mater and knows that's the only way to greet a god.
She waves her hand and she says, "I'm actually just trying to show what you are helping to recreate."
I thank you for your charity and showing you the things that for bringing this glory upon me.
You are used to those gods of the plains who require nonsense and obeisance. You're my champion. I want your respect, but I am a goddess of civilization. Talk to me like a person. That is what I am.
He has trouble
Which would be
not.
correct if I were any of the other gods, but we're beyond that now.
He has trouble not averting his eyes, but he's going to try very hard to still contain a conversation with her.
Now, insofar as I am a god, I have made a decision. One that you have earned, but may not approve of.
Yes? You've made the
I will
decision?
begin with the bad news. Today, you have started a war.
What?
A war between the gods.
Why?
Because I did not know what happened to Crufixia. All I knew is that thousands of years ago it disappeared. And now I know that Pharika is to blame. Her followers shall be ousted from my seas. Her shrines burnt to ash anywhere civilization lives. And I am sick to death of the other gods making my people suffer. Any curses that have been levied upon my people will be removed. And if the other gods have a problem with it, they can take it up with me. I refuse to allow people to suffer under my watch for another minute. To hell. To the underworld with how the other gods feel about it.
I see that
Now-
I chose well in my day of need.
The result, I have made a decision. I am going to remove the curse of swine from you and your followers and allow them to achieve their own destinies. They will have the option to live here or travel with you to Afaris. this city will be under my protection. And if the other gods dare, they can fight me over its dominion. But this shall be a new center, and it may take a generation, but this will be a new center of arts, intellect, scholarship, and community, built upon the precepts that you entrusted those swine with.
Thank you, Justin X, for following us. I thank you for your blessing and your pride and your strength to fight back and do what's right for this world. For preserving us and all societies.
I do another thing. I hereby, while you are in Polynisos, grant you a greater depth of my blessing. I am looking up what the next level of Afaris' blessing is.
It is gain advantage on charisma and persuasion checks while you're in a city. In addition, if you fail any intelligence checks or intelligence saving throws, you can reroll the die, and you must use the new roll. You have to. Once you use this reroll, you can't do so again until you finish a long rest.
And finally, a last warning. A rift might now grow amongst your friends, one that you should figure out how to resolve. Because after this, there is absolutely no way that Pharika, by her choice, will allow you to live. I would beware your druidic friend, for they will be offered anything of their heart's desire for your untimely death. Oh yes, that reminds me. To the underworld with these diseases that Pharika thinks you deserve. They're gone from you and your companions by my will. And if she has a problem with it, she can take it up with me.
Thank you. I ask that you give me your blessing as I make my way through this. I hope that I can communicate with them better. And the what is the word? A place where people come together and share their feelings and ideas and emotions. The center of town. What is it called in your
Forum?
community? Agora. Is that it?
Or forum.
A forum. I wish to create a forum with my family, with my group, so that we can communicate better. An open, safe place where we are not judged by our own gods, so we can actually have a conversation together.
She waves her hand, and you find yourself waking up. You've been sleepwalking. You've been walking through the town, and you were seeing it as it was. But now you're standing in an abandoned town center. But not a town center, but a place. She gestures, but now she's full of starlight. In here, in the real world, she is obviously a goddess wearing a star-studded cloak, and she herself is black-skinned like the night sky, twinkling with stars, with her eyes and mouth being the most powerful and outgoing.
Skim has a much harder time treating her as an equal as she is asked. He's like, you've never shown me your true form. I am so sorry.
Do your friends have a name for themselves? You and your group?
Do we?
The trash, the garbage. What was the shit name?
Was it the gar pit? Is that what you said? Garbage pit?
Name us, guys. Name us.
So
Yeah, you have.
Everyone name us.
now.
Yes. We've only got a few minutes left, and I want to finish the scene.
Talk
But
about
you guys, give us a name that might come to Skim as to name the group. What should the name of this group be? Anybody have thoughts?
It'll take a couple minutes for them to catch up.
I have a couple minutes. Okay, sorry, I didn't.
Yeah, we're a little bit behind.
Fine. Afara says we can name this later, but and she gestures, and the stones of this town center rearrange themselves into an open-aired forum, in the front of which a fountain, first a geyser, shoots out of the ground, pure, beautiful water, and then the stones form around it into a statue of the 5 of you. They will remember when this town chooses to go about their own business, make their own laws, and forge their own destiny, they will remember that they were given this opportunity by the 5 of you. In 2,000 years' time, they may forget your names, but they will be unable to forget your faces, she says, gesturing to the fountain. Additionally, no god, not even me, may hear the words spoken inside that pavilion.
I thank you so much for your help.
You have your place to discuss your future with your friends.
Thank you.
And she says, I will not make you walk through this town alone. And she takes your hand and goes to walk you back to the inn that has been refurbished for people to stay.
Sorry, the quick question. What does her hand feel like? She's made of starlight. I'm just wondering. That's just...
She's warm and human.
Oh, interesting.
Despite what it looks like.
Stars are humans. You were your first.
What? We're all stardust. Yeah. Wonderful. And I take it and I hold it tight as I can.
So she walks you back. I'm sorry. I'm noticing my time limit, and I want to get this done.
Yeah.
Maybe we can fudge it. I'm sensitive to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're walked back to the in front of the inn that they've been refurbishing, the first place to refurbish where everybody's stopping, and she says, Skimmerhorn,
Yes.
von Mikhail, the goddess of civilization, the goddess of what it is to be sentient, is proud of you. And then she kisses you on the cheek.
Oh.
And she disappears.
Am I a pig?
You are not. In fact,
was that the moment? Can we make that the moment? Like she was holding my paw, my little pig hoof.
Those are his hooves.
His hooves.
And then she kisses me, and human flesh sort of sprouts and changes.
Your
Shrek moment.
You're sitting on your head. Your cloven hooves spread into fingers.
Mm-hmm.
It's not uncomfortable, as it was when you were forcibly transformed.
And then walk into the water, I guess. And I bash my head on the door frame because I'm not used to being this tall anymore.
The next morning, so you sleep very well.
Mm-hmm.
The next morning, the 5 of you awaken, and you're all very clear that you're no longer ill.
You know, things really just do happen here, huh?
I have some plot ideas to rewrite now.
Guin.
Yes.
There is a dagger with a golden handle with 2 snakes with rubies for eyes intertwined, making up the hilt, with a blade of pure black metal.
Dang.
You see it sizzle with poison. Underneath it is a piece of paper that only has the words "for Skimmerhorn" written on it. That is going to be our. What's up, Finn?
One really quick thing, because I'm assuming we're gonna go back to the ship.
No, our first scene next week is going to be you guys talking in the forum where the gods cannot hear you.
Then I'll write a note and I'll save it for next week because it actually took place in the forum.
Great, because I feel like that's what Skim / Zeke was trying to create, a place where you can discuss what's next.
Mm-hmm.
Gorum.
This is my goal.
Yes.
A gola.
Deal with this dagger is something I'm going to leave to you to think about, Gwen, because it's either a gift for Skimmerhorn from Pharika or for you to use on Skimmerhorn from Pharika.
What's the secret? Don't
What's
let me
the
tell.
secret?
I really like Pick No Longer Bore, man.
Uh-oh.
They're my favorite.
Seems like messing with the gods. Okay, that was the secret of Poison Island.
Woo!
Pharika's secret.
Congratulations.
Pharika's secret.
I was, I think, the best case scenario. So you got an awful place and made it better. There will be a new city here in Polynisos. Once you guys are done here, my kids' games will begin interacting with this place as well, which will be very exciting.
Ooh, fun.
Oh,
We've
it's fun.
created a new world for them. I like that.
Cool. Thank you so much for watching. Those of you that are still with us, join our Discord, check out our Twitter, join our Patreon. Anything else you guys want to say? Homebrew. One of you guys should talk about Homebrew.
Yeah, sure. Join us on Mondays at 11 a.m. where we have a RPG news show called Homebrew. Wherever we get off topic too much, we have to homebrew an RPG to get back into it. The most recent homebrew that we made is called Bottle Episode, which is a one-shot where if your DM can't make it to a campaign game and everyone else still wants to play, they all just show up and go to a tavern together and then sort of like take turns having conversations with the bartender and sort of working out their problems.
The conceit of it is that you play as the people in the tavern, and then the obstacles that you have to overcome are your characters and whatever trauma or emotional baggage they've got in the current campaign.
It is absolutely the opposite of main character syndrome.
Yeah.
Can you say the time again with both East Coast and West Coast?
Ooh, 11 a.m. East Coast, and then 3 hours later, which is 1, right?
3 hours earlier,
No.
8.
What was
Other
that?
way.
Oh, it's the
Other
other
way.
direction.
Yeah.
Other way.
Yeah, 8 a.m. West Coast. My bad.
Cool.
God.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much.
What's time?
This was a rough, crazy episode. Some of it was a little uncomfortable, but I think they pulled through. So hope to see you all next week.
Yeah, see you next week.
Staying with us, guys. Bye.
Bye.